It's December 19th. I am still embedded in a Catholic mission. I will sleep in my tent, which is just straight ahead under these beautiful trees, for the third time, the third night. The first night was not so good. I was so tired, crushed actually, coming off of the road. The roosters are quite prominent here. As I was saying, I was quite tired when I arrived. The ride across Conakry, that is Guinea-Conakry, and also the ride into and out of the city itself of Conakry, took a deep allocation of what reserves I brought into this country, which of course were already quite depleted. So when I arrived here after a half day, I didn't do much that half day other than rest, and the next day too I was not very useful. I had very little power for even walking up and down these stairs and back and forth to my tent. Perhaps you can see my tent at the edge of those trees all the way up a very modest incline, one might add. So today I finally woke with some power, and I've been working away in this space in the back corner. Now I'm going to go get something to eat, so I've closed up shop. Otherwise, I will be back in here this evening. There's one wall socket in the background, which allows me to work for several hours at a time. The water closet and also a shower are here. A short walk from my tent. You can't see the walls from here, but this entire Catholic mission space is surrounded by a high yellow wall with big gates. I've been treated with lots of kindness here. The cost is 50,000. Excuse me. I've been treated with only kindness here. The cost is 50,000 GFA. That's Guinea francs, which is about $5 a day to camp. I walk into town and have meals. I buy food from the street vendors as usual. A meal on the street's about 5,000 GFA, by the way, so I could eat 10 times for what it costs to camp here, but it's fairly quiet inside the walls, other than the roosters and one barking dog. I do have my bike sitting over here, so the barking dog is maybe a good thing, though I wish she would cut off the barking a little quicker. Sometimes she barks for many minutes. Tomorrow morning I will depart and close the gap to Ivory Coast, 50 miles, 80 kilometers, Universe Welling. From this town, Nzérékoré, second largest town in Guinea-Conakry. Conakry city itself being the largest one. This town, though, despite it being second largest, is quite chill compared to Conakry. I can recommend coming here, and especially this mission. So after 50 miles tomorrow, I'll be at the frontier, and then about 400 miles to Abidjan. I have some thoughts about stops along the way, but otherwise I also have a lot of business in Abidjan. Visas in particular will be chasing Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria, at least initially Nigeria, with the serious business happening in Benin, much closer to the border with that country. I think I'll be applying for their e-visa for Nigeria from Abidjan and finishing the process in Benin. I expect it to be very difficult. If it turns out to be easy, I'll be shocked. I also expect it to be expensive. If it's not, I'll be doubly shocked. Again, that's all about Nigeria. So that's it from the Catholic mission here. I'm going to carry on and finish the last of my second rest days with a good meal in town among friends. I've met many folks in town by now, just after being here for that short time.